Welcome to my YouTube channel. This week is week number 4 and I'm going to take you to Biarritz. First of all, a little bit of a story. So if you have been following my videos, I started my Basque Country parable in Saint-Jean-de-Luz in the Basque Country in France. I went to San Sebastian Donostia and then I went to Bilbao. But this week I'm going to take you to Biarritz, and the story behind it, after Bilbao I was supposed to go to Santander. But I only had a few days left and I thought I'm going to spend a lot of days traveling to Santander and then coming back. I want to go to Biarritz. I promised myself I would go to Santander another day. Biarritz had been on my wish list forever. I grew up in the northeast of France, so Biarritz was completely at the other end of France, and I thought, no, this is not reachable for me, that's too far. So I spent most of my holidays on the French Riviera. We decided to go to Biarritz, take the train from Bilbao down to San Sebastian and then back to the French border, and then a TGV from Hendaye to Biarritz. Biarritz was the place to be for me. I was so happy to have chosen to go to Biarritz because Biarritz was magical. Of course, I had moments, magical moments, where I was sitting in a bar next to the seaside and then you had the sun setting in the back. It was just amazing, magical. And then you have these huge beaches with surfers and other beaches with more with families. I just had a wonderful time in Biarritz. So in this video, I'm going to take you around with my camera, what I like to photograph in Biarritz. I'm going to give you some recommendation how I see it. Mostly for me, Biarritz was of the beach. But there are some other places I definitely recommend, and I even spent a day in Bayonne, which I'm going to do another video about. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to share, to comment. Don't forget to watch my previous video. You have Saint-Jean-de-Luz, you have Donostia, San Sebastian, and you have Bilbao. So stay tuned and thanks a lot for being here. Welcome to Biarritz, the coastal town in the southwest of France that keeps on giving. This was my first encounter with Biarritz. It's called La Plage du Port-Vieux. I love photographing beaches, watching the interaction of people. This is one of my favorite photographs because I love watching the people jump from the platform, and then I moved to another beach. The other beach is called La Plage de la Côte des Basques, and it's really famous for surfing, but when I arrived there was no surfing because it was high tide. So what did I do? I tried to look for interaction, for interesting scenes. And what I saw, there were 3 boys, they were shrieking, standing at the seaside, standing against the wall, waiting for the wave to come over them. They had so much fun, and I thought, when did we forget to have so much fun with simple things? And it was really enjoyable to watch. Then I went back to the Plage de Port-Vieux because I wanted to have dinner there, and also it was one of the best spots at the Eden Rock restaurant to watch for the sunset. So here I'm sitting at my dinner table waiting for the sun for setting. In the meantime, I was watching the people on the beach. I love just watching the interaction on the beach because for me it's about photography is about telling a story. So what kind of story can I tell with what's happening in front of me? And then I joined all these people to watch the sunset, and it reminded that I had forgotten to watch a sunset for ages. We all take everything for granted, but please try to watch the sunset next time you're standing at the seaside. It's just so enjoyable to watch, and we take everything for granted. So just remember, go back to the simple things. I just love simple things. I love what's unfolding here in front of me on the beach. It's just people having interaction, communicating with themselves, and I think we also tend to forget about how to have interaction with a human. What do you think? And then the next day I went to the Plage de la Côte des Basques. The weather was much different because it was completely grey, overcast, but it was low tide, which meant that the surfers were out. And also there's a lot of surfing schools. So what I was looking for here, interaction, movement on the beach, little details like the flag, the lifeguards, group of people together to create a scene. I absolutely love this photograph. I love the movement on the beach here. I was just standing at one point and just watching. And then I went in the afternoon, the weather was much nicer. I went to the other beach in Biarritz, which is called La Grande Plage. And also here I was looking for little detail. You see the woman with the sun hat. I just love that. Maybe interaction between families, people playing board games on the beach, and little detail like this big rock. And as I said, I want my stories, my photography to tell stories about what's going on, and maybe inviting you to make these stories as well. And in Biarritz also, you had so many different beaches with different interaction. Beaches for family, beaches where people were doing different things. I love, of course, the platform. This is one of my favorite photographs. And I loved how the light changes as well. And in the evening, I went back to La Plage de la Côte des Basques because in the far I could see Saint-Jean-de-Luz and San Sebastian. And then I recommend that you stay in one of the best bars in Biarritz, watching over the seaside, ending your day. I hope you enjoyed this video and let me know in the comment. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.